Hello and welcome, and this is prompt 3. Okay, it's not focusing. Right, why is it? What now? It's focusing. Sorry for that. So, welcome. This is Caroline, and this is day 3 or prompt 3 of Ethony's 31 Days of Tarot. I am having a lot of difficulty with my camera because I don't have a tripod, and it's balancing in on top of a lamp right now, and the angle is not perfect. But anyway, so prompt for today is the top 5 oracle decks for 2019. I debated on filming or not filming this prompt for today because I don't really use oracle decks, but then I do have a few, and I did acquire 2 this year, last year in 2019, and there are a few decks that I have seldom used during the year, but I still use them a little bit. I do not read really with oracle decks. I just sometimes pull a card at the end of a tarot reading, or more likely what I do with oracle cards is I choose a card from the deck. I usually choose the card myself, and either carry it with me during the day or place it on my desk where I can see it, or use it for its energy basically. So these are the few decks that I have. I can't say I've been working with them in 2019 because that's not correct. But these are the few decks that I have used at one point or another during the year. This is the Animal Spirits cards. I think that Kim Krantz, who made the Wild Unknown, also her animal deck is also called Animal Spirits, and I do have it too, and it's beautiful. But this is a different Animal Spirits deck, and this one is it's painted by Susan Seddon-Boulay, and I'm sorry if I am not pronouncing this name correctly. I have had, this is probably one of my first animal card deck. I've had this one for a long time, for several years now, and I really like the art on this deck. And so every card is based on an animal. It represents an animal, and it's based on the energy of an animal. And behind the card you have the message and explanation for the animal represented. So I think this is very beautiful, and look at this card, and behind you have the message. I do not like the cardstock. It's glossy, and it's not the best in my opinion, but I love the art, and I really like those cards. Seahorse. I like seahorses. My grandfather used to paint seahorses. I remember him painting seahorses when he was not painting on seahorses, he was representing seahorses on the canvas with his oil painting. And it's a nice memory that I have. So these are the Animal Spirit cards. This deck here, Plant Alley cards, was painted by Lisa McLaughlin. She has a tarot deck right now that she sells. It's the textured tarot, which I do not have, but I have these cards that she made. So, sorry, everything is mixed up. So, here are the cards with a message or a keyword, and behind, same thing as with the Animal Spirits deck. Behind the card, there is a message and an explanation. And I really like her art. I really like the art. I mean, look at that. Look at that. I love that. I just love. Her art. Oops, I'm trying to put that in the frame and avoid the glare. I'm not very good at filming. I'm sorry. Maybe I will get better. So these are Plant Alley cards. Most of my oracle decks are either plant or flower cards or animal cards. I don't remember the name of this deck. I'm sorry, I don't remember the name of the artist. I've had this deck for a few years now. I bought it on Etsy, direct from the artist, and I am absolutely sorry, but I do not remember the name of the artist. And if I do, if I can find it, I will put it in the description, because I am extremely sorry that that I cannot name the artist here today. So this deck, I also love the art, and most of the cards represent wild animals in an urban setting, and same principle, there is a message behind. So this deck I really like too. And finally, this deck here, it's the Messenger cards by Sandra Kunz, and again, please excuse me for the mispronunciation. And these cards, I think they're well known. I've seen these cards on different social medias many times. The Messenger cards from Sandra Kunz. This deck is absolutely wonderful. I mean, it's the art is breathtaking, and the energy of the deck is very deep. So there is a system to this deck. You see the cards are numbered, and there is a little book a little booklet that comes with the deck. So there is a system to this deck. I do not really use the deck in the system. I just use it as I use my other animal decks. But maybe I should try and use it along the system it's been made for. So this, okay, I'll tie this up later. This 4 decks were the decks I have been working with a little bit last year, and these are the two new decks I acquired last year, and as you can see, I am very into animal decks and flower and plant decks. So this is a Fauna Inspiration deck and Flora Healing deck, and they have been made by Rebecca Lefebvre, and I think she might be French. I don't know, but her name sounds French. Maybe she's Belgian or Canadian, or maybe she's not at all French. I don't know. The name sounds French to me. So not only do I love the art, look at that, but I also love the cardstock. Can you hear that? The soft sound it makes. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's a pleasure to handle this cardstock. So, same as many other decks, you have a message, an explanation behind the card. And here is the sister deck with Flora, and I just love this deck. I still have a lot to discover, but I really love the art on this deck. I think my camera is running out of battery, so these were the two decks I have acquired last year, and for fear my battery is going to die on me, I will say goodbye right now and hope to see you later. Bye bye. Thank you.